Eagles are back. Lucas is back. G'day from the West, Lucas here, and welcome back to another Footy West video. Finally! Now, this is going to seem very, very fair-weathered because West Coast have just recorded their first win for the season. How good, how ecstatic is everybody? I am pumped. I don't really know why I stopped posting, to be honest. I probably got sick of losing and I was just so over it. But we're back on the winners sheet now, and I think regardless win or loss, we'll hopefully be having videos every week. And this win, it felt like it was coming. You saw over particularly the last 4 weeks, you could sense that it was building. We had a couple of close losses. We had a 50-point loss to Hawthorn, which could have been better, but it wasn't entirely bad. But I know, could sense that it was coming, and I think a lot of people could sense that this win was on the horizon, on the tip of the tongues. What circumstances to do it in? Obviously the tragic passing Adam Selwood. How horrible is that? Sir Doug Nicholls round, plenty of Indigenous players on West Coast side, so it was a big occasion to finally get it done and sort of for the club to show love to the whole West Coast community, all their fans, all those loved ones that were affected by Adam Selwood's death, and those that are close to Indigenous players and Indigenous cultures. So I think it was a big step in the right direction. I'm rapt for Andrew McQualter to get his first win as senior coach. And it's good. It's sort of what he's said before in his press conferences. You sort of could see it coming, but you needed the result to really show the growth and the development that has happened. And the result of the win will do everybody the world of good. All the players, all the staff, all the coaches. It'll do everybody the world of good. We've got Adelaide up next at Adelaide Oval, so you would expect that is probably not going to be a win. But you can take confidence into games knowing that you can see the results now starting to happen. I think the first 5 rounds compared to these last 5 rounds have been significantly better. And it took a little while to change, to switch, to adapt to the new stuff that McQualter is bringing into the team, to the club. But you can sort of see it starting to take shape now. Obviously, it will probably take quite a while to mould into a consistent finals brand type game for the West Coast Eagles, but you can see it's on the way there, and I know I can see that we're on the right track now. And how it was done, it was just capitalising on turnovers. I think there was a very good turnover differential or whatever it is. Scores from turnover were quite good. And the handball meters gained as well was another thing that caught my eye. Something that West Coast typically haven't been sort of top 8, top 5 for in the league. I think they're top 3 in the last 3 rounds or 5 rounds, which is something different that we've seen and something that McQualter's brought in, and it seems to be working. Everyone seems to be buying in. And the other thing is, with his game plan, he's still got a lot of Simpsons list, and he's got a lot of Adam Simpson's players, and they're not used to this game style. So as you see, probably the end of this year, end of next year, as you get these drafts and trading in maybe a couple of players, a couple of free agents, you never know, Andrew McQualter and the list team will, hopefully anyway, be getting in players that will suit this game style and want to do it how McQualter is doing it. And so you can see the changes in the game now. St Kilda probably weren't ready for what West Coast were going to bring. Obviously they knew it was going to be an emotionally charged game for the Eagles, but the Saints just weren't prepared and they got undone. And it was I almost think it was one in the coach's box, really. Ross didn't have many answers for Andrew McQualter, and the players were just up to the challenge, West Coast. They were clearly, like I said, emotionally charged. And I think it was a poor performance from St Kilda and a very good performance from West Coast. I think the midfield is working as well for West Coast. It's been a real dour sort of area for them. Harley Reid, I think he had the most centre bounces attendances that he's had all season. So McQualter is clearly going back to that and he's saying, right, you're going to be here. And then you throw in sort of Elijah Hewitt in there as well, Brady Hough. Brady Hough is a very good defender. He's probably, to be honest, a better defender than a midfielder, but in the midfield, he's not bad. I think he played quite well in the midfield. So defense is probably his best position, but I wouldn't say he's a terrible midfielder, and he can definitely do it and do it to a good effort and a good standard that the team needs. So that was promising to see. It's all the young guys. It was a team performance. The senior guys, most of them played pretty well. The young guys also got their 10 cents in, and it was a real team performance. St Kilda had the top 3 disposal getters on the field, so it was nice to see that even spread across the team. I think it was a real team performance, and it needed to be under the circumstances. So yeah, it was a good win for West Coast. Not sure they'll be able to get over the line next week. Adelaide tend to thrash the Eagles in Adelaide, so I'm expecting a bit of a lesser result there. But hopefully they still put up a good fight and continue on some good form that they have found themselves in. And before we go about this channel, I'm going to hopefully upload a few videos every week, focusing a lot of West Coast, some Dockers stuff, hopefully some league-wide stuff as well. I did have a couple of shows running. I'm not sure if I'll pick them up again. I'm not sure how well they were received. But let me know if you like them. Maybe I'll bring them back. Hopefully do some tips every round. It was a while. I took a little gap because West Coast were just really peeing me off. But hopefully we're back now, and hopefully there'll be a few more videos out for everybody to see. But if you liked what you saw today, wasn't really much from me, leave us a like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss a thing when we are back. And I'll see you again in another Footy West video.